Has ruled in the Fani Willis case with all of its courtroom drama and extramarital scandal. Judge Scott McAfee says Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis can remain on former President Donald Trump's election interference case. Here's a catch. Her lover and head prosecutor Nathan Wade has to go. I'm Harris Faulkner. You are in the Faulkner Focus. We are standing by for any response that we might get from Fani Willis after this huge decision in the case against her that alleged conflict of interest and inappropriate movement of cash between Fani Willis and the man she hired and had an affair with, Nathan Wade. The judge wrote this: "There's a significant appearance of impropriety that infects the current structure of the prosecution team, and there's no choice but to change it. We carried it all live." Remember these fierce moments in the Willis-Wade courtroom case.
You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
Fani and Wade claimed their relationship began after she hired him in 2021, to the tune of $750,000. However, testimony and text messages from former friends and colleagues shredded their timeline.
You have no doubt that their romantic relationship was in effect from 2019 until the last time you spoke with her?
No doubt.
Okay.
The text messages go like just date, and that's from Miss Merchant. Miss Merchant says, "Do you think it started before she hired him?" Mr. Bradley says, "Absolutely." Now, absolutely is not a speculative word.
Senior correspondent Jonathan Seri, who has been on this case throughout, is outside the Fulton County Courthouse in Atlanta, Georgia. Jonathan.
Hi, Harris. Judge Scott McAfee has given DA Fani Willis a difficult choice to make, but most legal analysts assume that she will choose to stay on with her office and instead take the option to ask Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade to step down. That would allow Willis and the rest of her office to proceed. The judge was unconvinced by defense allegations that Willis and Wade improperly benefited financially from a previous romantic relationship that involved cruises and other travel, but Judge McAfee did express concern that allowing the couple to continue prosecuting together this case would lead the public to question whether their relationship had resumed. McAfee writes, put differently, an outsider could reasonably think that the DA is not exercising her independent professional judgment, totally free of any compromising influences. As long as Wade remains on the case, this unnecessary perception will persist. Steve Sato, former President Trump's lead defense counsel in the Georgia case, had this reaction. While respecting the court's decision, we believe that the court did not afford appropriate significance to the prosecutorial misconduct of Willis and Wade, including the financial benefits, testifying untruthfully about when their personal relationship began, as well as Willis' extrajudicial MLK church speech, where she played the race card and falsely accused the defendants and their counsel of racism. He's referring to DA Willis' speech at Big Bethel AME Church back in January. She didn't mention the defendants or their attorneys by name, and in his ruling, Judge McAfee writes that it did not cross the line to the point where it denied the defendants of their right to a fair trial or require the DA's disqualification. But it was still legally improper, McAfee writes. Providing this type of public comment creates dangerous waters for the district attorney to wade further into.